Alright guys, welcome back to TC Vape Reviews. Today we're going to be going over the Zodiac by RJ Mods. So, what is it? It is a mechanical mod. It goes in 18650 mode, 18500 mode, 18350 mode. The Zodiac basically is the year of like the dragon, the rat, the rabbit. Well, I just had that page up and look at me. Here we go. Let's see. Let's find that TJ Zodiac. I believe I got this at Break Time. Yeah, Break Time. They were out at Vape Blast, which was really awesome. If you have not gone to anything like Vape Blast before, you really owe it to yourself to do that. So let's see here. Break Time. Vape. They were out at the Vape Blast, and man, I walked by and they had this nice, pretty glass case. And I was just like, ooh. I mean, it's very unique. I haven't seen anything like it. I've seen the copper tubes, the brass tubes, and you know they're. And I'm not putting any other mods down. I love all my mods, and I love the mods that are out there. Anything that helps you quit smoking is the ultimate goal. But as far as a collector goes, this is just so unique to have that little personal touch. You know, what year were you born? What year was your kid born? Let's find the Zodiac for that. But the yes, I think I'm over 18 by now. Okay, let's go to let's see, btvape.com. Go to RJ Mod. You'll find it right there, the Zodiac mod. And okay, so right underneath the picture of all the mods that are in this group, they have the years that correlate to what animal represents your year that you were born. So for instance, the rat, the ox, the tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, boar. Now, does that mean you're just going to have a picture of a rabbit or something? No, it is so much cooler than that. They animate the animal, they put it into a samurai outfit, and it looks like something that's ready to just go out there and destroy and wreck anybody's day right there. It hits really hard. I'm very happy with it. As far as, like I say, a collector piece, it is a bit pricey, but we'll get into that after we look at the whole scheme of things, how it works, what it's all about, all the pieces, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's go to the up close video, and here we go. Okay guys, so this is the Zodiac. Let me get you up close so you can see that detail there. And here we go. So this is the finished product of their Zodiac. This is not the demo or anything like this. This is their actual run of it. So this is the Dragon, one of the 12 different Zodiacs you can pick. It's got some nice writing there. Serial number located right here. This does have sections to it, so we can take that apart and expose the inner shiny brass. This is a satin brass finish. It's got a real nice clean line here, well machined. The button has a nice engraving on it. Alright, so it is a basic mechanical mod, but it has these unique Zodiacs. So like this is the 2000 Zodiac, so it's the year of the dragon. So if you're into the Zodiac symbols and dragons and things like that, it's pretty nice. They have snakes, rats, the ox, the rabbit, all of them. And I threw the Omega on. They have a new RDA coming out. It's called the Cat, that just flows with this flawlessly. And also you can get the Zodiac tip, which is a wide bore tip, and it all lines up nicely, looks nice and clean. It is a 22 millimeter. It does have airflow, which is nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at all these guys taken apart. So here's our firing pin we're taking out. Take out the battery. So the firing pin, you can see here, there really isn't much throw to this to get it to fire. That is it right there. Doesn't take much pressure. A nice wide surface to get a good contact. That is solid brass. If you see around the edge here, you'll see these little holes around this plastic, and that in fact is the venting for the battery. So that's really good. That's something that you always want to look for, is that the battery can be vented, especially if you're doing you know, unprotected mechanical mod, sub-ohms, and I definitely recommend that you check the battery safety video out on that. So here's our bottom section, and that would be our 18350 mode. So you could put your battery up in there, do that, and check this out. Watch how this, look how clean that looks. Of course you'll have to adjust your top pin, we'll get into that, but it will take 18350. Put that back. Let's go ahead and take a look at this unique top pin and this top setup. We're just going to take this guy all the way apart because we can. Alright, so the RDA, we'll just set that out to the side because that's not needed. Alright, so here's a look at all these pieces to the top. We do have an air chamber that allows, you know, if you have certain tanks that need airflow, they thought of that. You have an adjustable pin right here, so you can get your atomizers nice and flush. I have not had any issues getting anything flush. And this is your battery adjustment. So what I did to get my battery is I just loosened this guy up right to the edge that it's about to fall off, or in fact I just let it come off and I go 1, 2, 3 turns, and then keeping that loose, when you screw it on, it actually just automatically brings it right up to what it needs to adjust it. So it works out really nice. I like the fact that this is not a true floating pin, because like on the Trident, things like that, when you hit that bottom button, it pushes up on that pin, causes this pin to push up on the RDA, and sometimes can mess up that post on this one, and in fact acts as a barricade so that doesn't happen. This is all brass as well. All the contact points are brass, and then you have an air chamber here, air chamber here, which is really nice. And then we have our airflow adjustment ring. So, and I guess it helps if I put that on the right way, and that's not the right way. Right way is this way. There we go. And then you can adjust your airflow right there. And then this is your topper to tighten down that airflow adjustment. Put that on back in. Right now this top pin is set up for my Omega. So we'll go ahead and put that back together. That's nice and tight, snug, nice clean finish. And then I'm going to take this bottom tube, put it together. Once again, nice clean finish. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on the bottom. This is how I would recommend you change your batteries, is actually leave this guy right here alone. So I was able to tighten that up, and I was able to just back that guy right off. I have yet to have this get stuck. I'm really impressed with it. Even though it does not reverse thread it, still impressed with it. Go ahead and lock that ring. Put my monkey in. Look at that. So I tighten that up. Still in good shape. Now this is the part I was telling you about. This is the part that kind of got me at first. So you just back that out right there on the edge of coming out. Screw that on. And if you do this just nice and slowly like, see how it stopped at me before it's truly seated? Back it up, put it back down. Now you got a nice clean finish again. No battery rattle, which is always good. Yeah, I don't know if you hear that. Alright. So, now, that is pretty much all there is to this guy. This is just a very simple yet elegant mod. I'm very impressed with it. This is a beautiful collector's piece as far as I'm concerned, and I think the guys at RJ Mod did a wonderful job. Well, okay then, so the Zodiac hits like a Mack truck, enjoying it. So it's not only pretty, it hits pretty. I mean, it's a dragon. I mean, it makes you vape like a dragon. It's pretty awesome. So here is the kicker to this guy, though. 220 bucks. Another $25 if you want to get a tip to match. You know, it's really up to you and your vape budget. If you're a collector, I just think it's one of those you need to have. It's very unique as far as the style and the engraving, and not only just the style and the engraving, it is a good quality mod. And you know, I have no personal interest in saying good or bad about this thing. It doesn't affect me either way. It's not like this was a once in a lifetime deal. If I said something nice, I was going to get it. You know what I mean? Just it doesn't get hot. There's no hot spots in the tube. It doesn't bite you anywhere. And I've been all over this thing. The satin brass finish doesn't attract your fingerprints. I mean, the Omega is taking more fingerprints than this is. The only fingerprint attraction is the little silver ring here, silver ring there, and that just adds a nice contrast to this device. And I will say again that the engravings, I just don't feel that the camera is going to do enough justice. If you can get your hand on one and just run your finger over there and actually feel that etching that was done in there, it's very nice. I mean, if it was just a solid copper tube, or sorry, brass tube, and still machined this way, I would say it's $100 to $180 mod. You add the extra etching onto it, this engraving that's done, it's just a very clean finish, and it just looks sharp. It is by far a good mod. So that right there is a 0.3 ohm dual coil build on the Omega. It's firing like a champ every time. And I would say that if you're going to put something on this, I would be prepared for a very nice vape. Let's give you one more good vape before I get on out of here. Here we go. It's awesome. I mean, what else can you say? It works. Fire button works. I can set it down. the tubes. You know, let me go ahead and do the tube thing for you here. I don't know if you can hear that, but that air is coming out there. It's not coming out there. So what does that mean? Juice is not going to get into my battery chamber, which is lovely. I like the fact that this airflow is at the bottom. So if there was ever an issue, that's going to come right out the bottom. The venting is. And of course, you know, refer back to the battery safety video if you're going to do any kind of mechanical mod. If you've not done them before, it is important to have some safety features in place or some concepts of how it all works before you end up with one of these. Upcoming videos, we're going to go through the Steam Boy. This is actually the Steam Rider made by Steam Boy 2.1. And then we're also going to hit the Romulus made by THP, which is a hybrid. So those are some things to look forward to. And also, Vape Blast 2014. I'm going to have a small little clips here and there on it. There's really not a lot for me to put out there that is not going to be put out there. There were some great guys out there. Everybody did a great job. And I'll see you guys next time. And vape on, vape heads.